Which hat looks better? Oh, got a bit of lint. Yeah, crazy hair, but the one thing that I pride myself on when it comes to like my channel is that what I try to be like as transparent and as real as possible, because I feel like online everyone's sort of like picture perfect, painting their lives to be what it's not. To an extent, especially on Instagram, I'm like equally guilty of that too, but where possible, especially on this platform, because I feel like YouTube compared to like any other platform is definitely a platform where I try to be the most authentic version of myself, just because I feel like it's the platform that I don't have like most of the people that are subscribed to my channel are like either like my close people or people that I don't know. There's not a lot of people, it's like 100 and something, but yeah. So on this platform I just try to be like honest, transparent and real, like, yeah. What's up people, it's your girl Stacey, and yeah, we're back with another one. So today we're back in my home where I started my channel in the first place. But yeah, my last upload I filmed elsewhere, but this one I'm in my house. So yeah, I hope everyone's had a good week. It's October, new month. Crazy because now it's like, it's supposed to be cold, but now it's like hot. Like today we had like a bit of sun, a bit of heat, and according to the news we're expected to have like some kind of a heat wave. As much as that's making everyone happy, deep down inside I'm screaming, because in this country, yeah, there's no like in between. It's just extreme. It's either it's cold or it's hot. And if it's like heat wave in October, then that means that the cold, once we get to November, December, January to like April, it's gonna cold like it's never colded before. So we're definitely in for a ride. But yeah, I hope everyone's had a blessed week so far. Any new things since the last one I uploaded? No, other than the fact that life has been kicking my butt, I'm not gonna lie. Adulthood, the ghetto. That's one mantra that I will keep on saying, because adulthood is the ghetto and no one really prepares us for this shit. I'm not stuttering too much today because I'm not as tired as I was in my last upload, but yeah, life's been hard. I think last week I really took a day to just like do nothing. I literally sat on the couch, did a marathon of Top Boy on Netflix, which was good. I'm not gonna lie, the last season was rushed as hell. It just felt like they just packed so much into like, I think there was like more than 4 episodes, less than 8, but yeah, they just packed so much into it. And I do think that they left a lot of like loopholes. I'm not gonna like say like anything specific because not everyone's like had a chance to watch it yet, and I don't really like want to spoil it. Before I started it, I sort of had seen spoilers online. But in a way, like when it comes to like TV shows, movies and books, I don't mind if I know how it ends, because then knowing how it ends will sort of make the watch and the read all the more interesting, because I'll be like interested to see how things happen and what happens to bring us to the way it ends. Yeah, today's topic is definitely a topic that I've had on my mind for a very long time. I feel like since starting this platform, I haven't really touched, yeah, I've said that I'm queer, yeah, I've said my coming out story, but I haven't really spoken on things to do with the queer community that are like always in my mind, or like topics and issues that I sort of discuss with my mates and in my personal time. So yeah, this is definitely one that I want to just like talk about today, discuss and just explore, because it's been on my mind for a very long time. So I don't know if I'm the only one, right, but I'm 26 right now. The older I get, I don't feel the pressing need to like be in queer exclusive spaces. So when I say queer exclusively queer spaces, I mean like mostly like the nightlife, so like clubbing, events, parties, that kind of thing. Like comparing myself, me this year and me last year were like 2 completely different people. Last year, although like we'd been out of like COVID lockdown for some time, I was sort of like itching to immerse myself in the queer sphere. If that makes sense. For a lot of us, I'm gonna speak on my own experiences, right? I spent a lot of like my teens in the closet, sort of hiding, but battling with like my identity. So when I got into my like 20s and I sort of started to explore, you know, what being queer means to me, I wouldn't say I went wild, but like I was really curious to know how queer spaces worked. And last year I went to like a lot of like queer events, day parties, night parties, clubbing events, etc., from the likes of Lick to Pussy Palace to Fluid. My ultimate favorite event, which is Clink Clink, and I feel like it's, of all the ones that I've been to so far, it's the most mature. I don't remember if there's an age limit or if you gotta be above 25. I'm not sure, but literally it was just mature. It's not like, I'm not gonna pinpoint any names, but it's not like other urban events that I've been to. Like Clink Clink was real, like sophisticated, and the one that I went to anyways, I think it was themed, so it was like classy, bougie, and I wore this like silk green, I don't remember the name of it, but it's those like shirts that sort of go like this part and then goes like this again, so it's almost like it looks like the breast of a blazer, but it's not. Anyways, yeah, I wish I knew how to like add a picture onto this, because I would literally shut up the outfit that I was wearing. But yeah, I literally found this like clip in my phone, but this is basically what I wore. Yeah, the point I'm trying to make is that like I feel like now I'm itching to immerse myself more in just like general spaces, so spaces that aren't necessarily queer or necessarily cis-het. I think for me it all like narrows down to the fact that I'm the most comfortable I've ever been. I'm comfortable in my skin and in my queer identity, most importantly. So I feel more comfortable existing in the world as I am without pandering to like any ideal, which is why I like feel like, yeah, right now I'm comfortable enough to like be in a space that's not exclusively for people like me and still be able to like live out my life and like exist loudly and proudly. But yeah, I feel like this one, yeah, I've definitely like lost my trail of thought, because I feel like it's like although it's a concept I've had in my mind for a very long time, muggy in the sense that like it's just like a thought process that I've been having. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that I don't feel the need to like exclusively be in queer spaces or hunt them down. I don't know if that just goes to the fact that like, some queer spaces can be like very toxic, especially for mass presenting people. I don't know like what it is yet, but I feel like, and I've experienced this yet myself. You know what, I'm gonna speak of an experience that I had at an event. If you know, you know. Basically, basically what I'm trying to say is that I feel like in queer spaces, yeah, not all, but a lot of like studs or like masks, yeah, will sort of like peep another mask or like stud and instantly start like standing extra broad, and it's almost like how like men act, yeah, when they sort of come across other guys that they don't know. It's almost like, oh, like who's that kind of thing. Do you get what I'm saying? That's definitely something that makes me feel uncomfortable in queer spaces, because I'm not there for beef, step on anyone's toes, take anyone's girl. I'm just there to just literally have a good time. So that's partly part of the reason as well, but that's not even like 5% of the reason. The explanation I just gave takes me back to like one occurrence I had at where cool. I was with like a group of my like mates. A lot of my friends are feminine presenting, some of which are queer and some of which are straight. And yeah, so I was holding my mate's handbag, right? And if you know me, you know that I'm like, although I like present mask and I'm like on the outside looking in, you might think I'm like masculine. I am like one of the least masculine people that I know. For me, it's just my clothes. Let's be real. If you actually spend time with me and you observe me as a person, I am feminine as hell. From the way I speak, the way I move, to the way I move my hands, to just like how I am. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think that's why I say that's why like I call myself pretty boy 4, because for me, I just feel like I have a combination of masculine energy and feminine energy. Some days I have more of one, but for the most part, it just like there's like a perfect enmeshment. I don't even know if that's a word. They just blend well together. So cool, I was holding my mate's handbag, right? And obviously, as I do, because I'm pretty and whatnot, I was just twirling the handbag around, prancing around and whatnot. And then this group of masked people were looking at me and almost like amongst themselves, like talking about me and screwing me. And I overheard, I don't know if they were intentionally loud, but I heard anyways. I have like really sharp ears. I'm like hyper sensitive to sounds. They were like, oh, she's moving gay, or she's moving Faruti, which basically means gay. which basically tear them is like cool. There's a box that people like me, because obviously I was dressed like them, that people like us are supposed to be in, and in that moment in time I was acting in a way that doesn't match the confines of that box. I wasn't purposely trying to do anything, I was just being me, I was just having a good time, I was just existing as I am. And for a split moment, right, it kind of made me upset, made me like extra self-conscious, and in that moment I didn't feel as safe as I did before that situation. But it didn't last long though, because obviously like my other like friend at the time, yeah, who's handbag I was carrying, I don't know if anyone else heard, but like we were definitely all aware of the fact that they were looking at us. But yeah, my other like massive friend, Janae, who you'll probably see on the channel soon, I think she must have said, oh no, it's calm, just like ignore them or something like that. I'm not sure if anyone even noticed or said anything, because this was like over a year ago. But yeah, just situations like that are like one of the reasons why I'm put off by queer spaces. That, and I'm like older now, so I feel like there's other things that I want to do, and there's other things that I have done this year. This year I said, you know what, I'm not totally against like queer spaces and the nightlife. However, I want to immerse myself in more enjoyable activities that, looking back years from now, I'll be able to look back and be like, you know what, like wow, like I actually lived. Because me looking back to my teenage years and my childhood, I don't like the house parties that I like went to aren't the first memories to jump at me in my head. It's like it's the times that I went camping in Pertwood, the times that I went to the seaside, times I went to the amusement park, times I went swimming, rock climbing, like stuff like that. So this year I like really wanted to immerse myself in like activities, and I'm thankful that I've been able to do that. Obviously there's a lot more activities I wanted to do, but yeah, so that's another like reason why, you know, I'm not really like jumpy to immerse myself into the like the nightlife. But yeah, specifically as to why I don't feel the need to go into queer spaces like that, I think for me, I don't know, I feel like when you coming out, right, especially if you've lived closeted for a very long time, you're just hit with this like excitement to want to be around your kind and to want to be around people like you. And there's nothing wrong with that, and I'm so grateful for those moments, because honestly they've really shaped me as a person, and I've met some great people who are still my friends till this day. But like you just have this like burning desire to want to just be everywhere and just want to just be around your people, because it's lit. Imagine like going your whole life, yeah, as I did, because obviously like when I was growing up, yeah, we had the internet, but like it wasn't as easy to connect with people around the world as it is today. Imagine growing up, yeah, and just thinking that raw, I must be the only one that feels the things that I feel, or I must be the only one that likes the things that I like. And when I was growing up I felt like that as well. Honestly, I felt like I was the only black girl that sort of my fancy girls, and that's a very isolating feeling to have. I wouldn't like wish that on anyone. So I'm like, it makes me happy to go on like platforms like TikTok and see like young masks who look about 12, like between the ages of 12 and 18, and they're just out with their friends having a good time. Because honestly, when I was growing up I thought I was the only one that existed. So yeah, you know, when you first come out you're excited and you want to be around people, but I think now as I've become more comfortable, right, I don't feel as though only places where I can be myself are queer spaces, if that makes sense. And that's not to like negate the queer experience or like shun like queer events, because even like right now I'm not like pressing to go, but I do want to immerse, you know, I do want to go to like at least one queer event before the end of the year, because I haven't been to any this year. But yeah, just not to like talk down on queer events, because obviously queer events and the queer space exists because of the people that came before us that fought so hard for those spaces to exist. And I'm thankful that they, you know, did that, because now people like me, you know, like we're able to enjoy ourselves with people like us that can relate to us. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, so I feel like as I've become more comfortable in myself, yeah, I feel like I can stand alongside cisgendered heterosexual sexual people. Let's say men, I'm gonna say men for example. I can be in a space with men that I don't know, straight men, especially straight black men, because I feel like straight black men, from my experience, can be quite judgmental. When I enter a space and there's straight men that are white, they very rarely start acting as if they're intimidated by me. But like I feel like from some of the things I've experienced, cis het black men, you know, sometimes they be looking at you like raw, like okay cool. Or if they've got a girlfriend, they'll also like pull her closer. Bro, like it's not my fault like your girlfriend is preying me, do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's an issue that you used to have to like sort out. But yeah, I just feel like I'm more comfortable in myself. I'm comfortable enough to exist in places that are not exclusively for people like me, which is why I don't feel the need to only go to queer spaces like that. And this even takes me back to a conversation that I had with my sister around the month of her birthday, which was like August. So I was like, because this year she went to a lot of like urban black day parties and events. I was like, oh, like I would really like to come with you sometime. You'll come with you and your people and just have a good time, you know. And then she was like, bless her, you know, she said to me, oh, like are you sure like you'll be comfortable, because obviously it's not a queer space and you have men there and men might try to move to you, which is sounds crazy, but some men don't even care what you're wearing. They'll look you up and down and then still try to do. For me, that's highly disrespectful, because it's like you can clearly see that we look alike, do you get what I'm saying? So, and that's not to, yeah. Technical problems, my memory card is kind of full from the Barcelona and stuff, so yeah, I had to quickly like set up again. But yeah, so what was I saying? Not to take away from like the queer scene, because obviously like I said before, I'm grateful and there's no like real issues with the queer scene apart from the fact that most people are young. So before I get like hit on by people that are like so much like younger than me, it's very small, so everyone knows everyone, which can be just kind of jarring, because it's like, do you know what I'm saying? Especially the London queer scene, like everyone knows everyone. Like you'll go to one event and then you go to another event and then see basically 80% of the people that you saw at the last event, at the event that you're at today. Do you get what I'm saying? And the fact that, you know, the issue with the whole like stud beef kind of thing. Like I don't want to be like beefing other people, other masks or other studs. Like let's all be friends. Do you get what I'm saying? Like let's just be like, I'm not a stud, but let's be like stud bros, innit? Yeah, I just think, you know, the older you get, the more comfortable you get in your skin. Oftentimes for queer people, I'm gonna use myself as a prime example because I'm speaking from experience, I don't feel the need to only immerse myself in exclusively queer spaces where I feel safe. Even though like other spaces that are not queer friendly, let's say, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's like, even though let's say like urban events that cater to like everyone, even though it might not be the like safest place for me and I might get looks and whatnot, because of how comfortable I am in my queer identity, I'm able to still exist in those places loudly, which is why now like I want to, it's almost a challenge like for myself. Yeah, I want to just like immerse myself more in those like spaces because I feel comfortable and I like, feel as though I can just, you know, exist. And if anyone like questions my existing loudly in those spaces, I feel like now I can like definitely like defend myself, you know. So yeah, it's not really like more of the video, but yeah, I'd just be interested to know if any other queer, especially like queer black people, like feel the way I do. You know, I want to know if anyone else feels like as they're getting older, right, yeah, you enjoy going to queer spaces but you don't exclusively want to go to them, especially because like for me, I have a lot of queer friends but like the vast majority of my friends are straight, do you get what I'm saying? So it's like I want to also party with them too and just like blending kind of thing, do you get what I'm saying? Like I want to just be at an event because I'm at an event as opposed to being at an event and I'm queer. I will be going to some queer events soon, but yeah, and for a long time I had like an innate fear of being judged, because like I'm gonna speak on black people. Black people can be very judgmental. Everyone can be judgmental, but I'm speaking from my experience. Like me now, right, if I'm out dressed as I normally am, right, and I walk past a group of white people, I'm less likely to even think anything or to even like feel type of way than if I walk past a group of black people, especially like older like black people. I'm more self-conscious. I don't know why that is, but yeah, it's just sad. And for me, I feel like more time if white people are like looking at me a certain way, 9 times out of 10 it's probably because of the color of my skin, as opposed to the fact that I probably look like I'm a gay, do you get what I'm saying? Which I can handle the, you know, like I expect a black thing, like come on, like I'm black in the UK, so it's like, you know. But yeah man, this one has no structure. Hopefully I make some kind of structure as I edit, But yeah, it's definitely something I just wanted to just get off my head, get out of my head and off my chest. But yeah, if you're new here and you like the vibe, because it's just like, it's relaxed, chilled vibes, improvising as we go, stay around by subscribing. I appreciate the 2 new people that subscribed. I don't know who you are. Yeah, I tried to check, but yeah, if you're bots too, thank you, YouTube. But yeah, I'm trying not to like watch the subscribers, because watching numbers when it comes to internet will literally drive you crazy, and I don't have time for that. So yeah, thank you to the people that are watching though, especially like my friends and the viewers that I don't know. Thank you as well, because I appreciate it. You know, we're all busy people, and I appreciate anyone that takes some time out of their day to watch my videos. It means a lot. So yeah, thank you. Kindly like, comment, share it if you know, if anything I said sort of made you think, you know, to send it on to someone else. But yeah, see you in the next one. Peace.